13.252. nap. 8.761-es számú bejegyzés. Mindjárt megérkezünk. A cél, hogy végre kapcsolatba lépjünk az üzenetküldő civilizációval. Már van egy csomó adatunk, de a megfigyelést eddig nagyon megnehezítette az erős háttérsugárzás. Most, ilyen közelről már egyértelmű, hogy a bolygó rádiósugárzása mesterséges jellegű. Légköri viharok kisüléseiről már szó sem lehet. Ennél jobb hír nem is kell.
Table up for landing. Laptop away for landing, please. Landing in a few minutes. Thank you. What again? Mindjárt landolunk.
Tényleg?
Ez már Brooklyn. Mit csinálsz?
Semmit.
Üljél már le!
De most mi van?
Na, meg akarsz halni?
De, hogy miért zuhanunk?
Nem, de akkor is.
Nem, akkor meg...
Na, ezért ez szép. Biztos örülni fog neki, hogyha elküldöd.
Na, most...
Mi van?
Semmi, betelt.
Menj vissza.
Nem, most.
Ezeket ki ne töröld.
Ezeket már lementettem.
Jó, jó.
Nyugodtan.
Megint szeded?
Nem. Mi van?
Ezt mikor akartad közölni?
Hogy?
Mikor akartad közölni velem, hogy gyereked lesz?
De nem lesz.
De akarod.
Miért te nem?
Nem.
September 15th, 1982. A mysterious accident occurs in a glass factory near Denver. An experienced worker with just a few years till retirement, Jerome Vick, performs routine tasks in the annealing furnace when he unexpectedly bursts into flames and is burned to death.
If it was a work accident, I've never seen anything like it. It started burning and then that's it. Dead.
On the very same day, two members of a canoe party disappeared from the face of the earth on the Colorado River. Sarah Mellis and Ken Jacobs take a canoe trip with a few of their friends down the river.
They said they were gonna tan a little bit and catch up later. So they didn't, so we went back. The shore looked completely different.
Furthermore, on the very same day in Englewood, Colorado, Matt Contino, a young man known for a strong temper, exploded in the kitchen of his home during a heated argument with his wife.
We had an argument. I was angry at him. And I went into the kitchen and he wasn't there. It was only his shoes and ashes and one of his hands on the wall.
Sarah Mellis and Ken Jacob, Matt Contino, Jerome Vick. The trail clearly led to La Paloma. Meanwhile, not far from the burnt-out spots of the tragic Colorado accidents, Operation Mavo was concluded at a secret research base of the U.S. military. Just a coincidence? Or were these young Americans innocent victims of a terrible weapon test? Victims of a terrible weapon test.
Menni kell.
Aha, jó,
Jó?
oké. Jövök.
Gyere, légy szíves, mert el fogok késni. Hívom a taxit, most.
Várjál már, ez a Zsolti, fel kell vennem.
Hello, szevasz, Szöcsi!
Hello, szia Peti! Na, megvan?
Mi?
Tudsz meg valamit apáról?
Figyelj már, hát 36 éve nem tudok semmit apáról.
Annyi időm nem volt, hogy a cipőmet... Mi van?
Ez milyen?
Várj egy picit, mi?
Ez milyen?
Jó.
Vagy mutassak egy másikat.
Várjál, nem, mi?
Mutatok egy másikat.
Nem, neked Dórának mondtam.
A dokumentumfilmes fesztivál találkoztál már?
Hát figyelj, írtam neki.
De mi?
Hívtam és
De...
nem válaszolt.
Nem vette föl, de nem beszéltél?
Igen, mondom, hogy felhívtam, csak
És nem
válaszolt.
Aha. Jó, de a képet megkapta, ugye?
Aha, persze.
Igen?
Igen, hát CC-ztelek téged is.
Nem, egyáltalán nem cc-ztél.
De hát CC-ztelek.
Nem.
Hát
Jó,
figyelj, akkor a rendszerre
oké, jó.
Ezt vedd fel, jó?
Nem beszéltünk, mi? Aha, köszi. Mondjad?
Anya azt üzeni, hogy leeresztette nálatok a hűtőt.
Minek?
Mit tudom én, nem én eresztettem, de kérdezd meg.
Várjál.
Megmutatom, jó? Nagyon fasz a helyen vagyunk, Queensbe.
Mondjuk kicsit metrózni kell, de nagyon jó a kilátás. Dóra egyik haverjai a lakást, tőle kaptuk, mondjuk nem kaptuk, mert fizetünk érte. De nézd, azért ez elég menő, nem? Hogy tetszik? Jól néz ki, mi?
Significantly lower than average in poor families. This corresponds with our findings of middle school and college graduates being underrepresented among the poorest. Vocational school graduates are overrepresented in both samples with around 40%, and this more or less equals the percentage of skilled laborers. This means that skilled laborers are not actually more at risk of impoverishment, notwithstanding the fact that most...
I mean, the whole thing didn't get as much attention as it should have. So the team just fell apart. But don't think that I'm off the project. You know, there's more here than meets the eye. There's some really good secrets. I'm onto it.
And can you help me?
Sure. Who's the guy?
Actually, I've sent you the photo already. This is a picture from Hungary from '79. That's my father. And it's a picture from your documentary. You see? It's the same person.
Thank you for your call. Thank you for
I don't know. This could be anyone. I could be anybody, right? Think about it, right?
You have to boycott, you have to picket, you have to demonstrate, you have to go on a fast. That's right. Thank you for your support. It's exactly what you say. By writing local politicians, by raising money, by demonstrating.
Wait, Peter. There's Susie.
Northern countries like
Maybe
that.
she can help. She's at home with the baby now, but you can
Industry.
give her a call because she did all the background fact checks. Maybe she'll come up with something.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Yeah, give her a ring.
But the whole thing died before taking off. You can't start a real scandal here. Especially not if higher interests are against it.
Well, yeah, thanks, Susie. Yeah, thanks, Susie. You're so cool. And yeah, she's also cool that she let us speak.
Annyi mindent megtettél ezért, tényleg?
Figyelj, bérlünk egy kocsit, lemegyünk, megnézzük, hogy mi van ott, aztán visszajövünk, megyünk. És közben menet közben lesz meg az összeállásunk.
Hagyjam.
Na, baby, miért? 66, ne csináld már 66-os út, esténként motel, tequila.
Las Vegas nem is abban az irányban van. Itt van. Kontext. Tessék, írj neki.
Ja, mégis lehet, hogy igazad van, le kéne lazulni a picsába. Egészet a francia.
Igen, és hétvégén lemehetnénk Long Islandre. Ja, képzeld, Rob rám jött a Facebookon, kiszúrta, hogy itt vagyok. Rob, hát ő szem előtt volt, de csak lógtunk együtt, nem volt semmi. Most a Brooklyn Heights-on látszik a feleségével. Mondta, hogy elmehetnénk Atlantic City-be. Ja, ki mondta, hogy játszanak ma este a bandájával. Ki ma lány Mexikóiból. És szembarátja.
Copies of these pages.
Okay, how many copies?
It's gonna be 8 pages, I think. Let's do it both sides.
Okay, that will be 72, that's what
Let's make it 75. Just kidding.
Thank you. Szabad sólyom, hallasz?
Tudtál valamit apáról?
Nem.
Mi igaz a robbantásokról?
Nem hiszem rá. Ó, az meg.
Mondjuk arra is gondoltam, hogy azért tűnt el, hogy már beszervezték. Ott Svédországban azon a konferencián beszervezte a CIA, vagy a KGB.
Thank you.
Vagy mind a kettő. Mi van?
Ja, semmi, nem neked mondtam.
Mi van?
Hát, hagyjam elsétálni életem szerelmét. Na mindegy, szóval, de mondjuk beszéltem egy nővel, aki a...
De ő az. Ő van a filmben. Benne volt a kolorádói balhékban. És a robbantások. Mi igaz a robbantásokról?
Várj egy pillanat.
van, már fél órája téged várlak. Rendben vagy?
Ja, persze.
As you know, I like to try new things, and my recent endeavor has launched me into the realm of the circus arts. Zero gravity space stuff.
Thank you.
It's great.
Biztos nem rendelsz.
Biztos.
You are the biggest loser in the world if you skip this quesadilla. Csak egy falatot.
Nem árt óra, mondom, hogy nem kérek. Nem kérek, nem vagyok éhes, köszönöm szépen.
Hát akkor jó.
It's a good thing that I left my mother home.
Vedd fel. Nyugodtan, Jane, vedd fel.
Sorry.
Kell menni, végig útépítés van, de ha kicsit beltaposol meg kanyarogsz, akkor 2 nap alatt simán ott vagy. A 76-os úton kell mennie, aztán Pittsburghtől St. Louisig a 70-esen. Ott kb. Végig útépítés van, de nem baj, 2 nap alatt simán oda. Holnap el kell indulnod, Péter.
Ne passzogassál már, Zsolt.
Jó, figyelj, másik dolog, hogy az lehetne, hogy nem mondod el apának, amikor találkoztok, hogy kerekesszéken van. Hogy nem tudom, mondod, hogy azért nem tudok ott lenni, mert dolgom van.
Yes, 3 years. And yes, so no. Do you remember the time? In the pub with the crocodile, the one, the talent show every Tuesday.
Oh my god, I just thought about that the other day.
Yes, we didn't just
I just thought of that the other crazy.
yeah, in the place for months after. Oh my god. Oh, I like this.
Did it.
Are you? Pete win again. His brother. Peter always dances to his tune.
What's up, Peter?
Miért? Mi ez? Szerinted ez egy kibaszott vetélkedő?
Csak jó lenne, hogyha végre egyszer azt csinálnád, amit te akarsz, és nem azt, amit Zsolt, hogy végre egyszer a sarkadra állj.
Ja. Legyek férfi, mi?
Jaj, erről van szó.
És mi van? És mi van, hogyha én most ezt akarom csinálni?
Nem, te azt szeretnéd csinálni, ami Zsolt.
Igen. Igazad van, sokkal izgalmasabb lenne itt maradni, és megismerni az összes faszit, aki valaha rád nézett, mint megtudni, hogy ki az apám. Na, have a great time. Sam, could you please, I
don't know. Hi.
Hi.
Wine?
Yes, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
rented the place after the Manhattan Project was finished.
How about weapon experiments? What can you tell me about those?
We have no knowledge of any kind of weapon experiments since the time of the Manhattan Project.
What do you mean you have no knowledge of it?
Look, I know what you're getting at. Believe me, we were as surprised as anybody when La Paloma was mentioned in regard to the Colorado accidents.
As Prothero states in one of his footnotes, the whole thing was set up by Mark Rappaport, who used one of his trips to Washington to set up a meeting with Ivor Boulogne, scientific advisor to the president, and talk to him about gamma rays. Well, they must have seen something in it because they set up a committee just a few days after this meeting, and everything escalated really quickly after that.
We studied gamma ray bursts, all of us, the whole bunch of us, from theoretical physicists and astronomers all the way down to psychoanalysts. Well, and what happened from it? Nothing. That does happen, you know. You can have a research project and absolutely no results.
They thought if 5 scientists cannot solve the problem, 5,000 will directly manage it.
Szevasz Zsoltikám, itt vagyunk. Na, milyen helyre hoztalak? Gyönyörű, mi? Ez a telep széle. 12 mérföldre van a Visitor Center.
The La Paloma Research Facility was founded in the 1940s. The building behind me was erected during the Manhattan Project. This is where the scientists experimenting with nuclear power lived. All that you see to my left, however, all this was built in the 80s. A whole little colony, a proper town was built to cater to the scientists. It was erected during the
Don't
Manhattan
touch her!
Project. This is where the scientists experimenting with nuclear power lived. All that you see to my left, however, all this was built in the 80s. A whole little colony of scientists. There was a gym hall, a residential area, laboratories, a convention center, and even a subway. The last was founded in the 1940s.
Houston, Houston. Hallasz, Houston?
Hallak itt Apollo.
Szevasz, Apollo. Hello. Figyelj, voltam La Palomában, múzeumban. 50-es évekből minden megvan, viszont a 70-es évekből semmit nem őrizlek. Olyan, mintha nem is történt volna ott semmi. De nem adom fel. Várj egy picit. Szóval, hogy nem adom fel. Átharapom a torkukat Zsoltikán. Várjál. Adrian, hi!
A dokumentumfilmben?
Yeah, you're right, you're right. Az, igen.
I'm Jim Franciscus. No one of us has been untouched by our advances in space. And I don't mean only the spectaculars, impressive as they've been. Join me as we look into some of the space explorations that so excite us and have such promise for improving man's environment that we dare not ignore them. For it is in the quest for such knowledge that science is bringing us closer to an understanding of who and where we are. You don't remember this miracle, but it happened to you. You were born into chaos. Those first days were a blur. But then, by the power of your mind, you resolved that chaos into a universe. A small universe at first, but a supreme act of learning. From then on, you became a learning machine, acquiring knowledge at a rate that you would never match again.
cop?
What?
Are you a cop?
No.
You should be more careful, amigo. Put the gear in the back.
Oh. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. Welcome. You Polish?
Hungarian.
No. Yeah.
Do you live here?
All my life.
Maybe you know something about the research.
The facility.
Yeah,
I know it. My father used to work there.
I'm looking for a scientist.
You got any money?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you a scientist.
Really?
I can take you there.
You can take.
I can take you right now.
Okay,
You wanna go now?
Can we go there tomorrow?
Tomorrow it is. I'll find you.
How?
Amigo, La Paloma is a small town. We saw you when you were coming in. I know where you live.
Cuidado. Sigue, gol. Vámonos, carnal.
A very long time. And what do you know about this place?
My father used to work here a long time ago. Short time.
Is he alive?
No,
No.
Okay, watch your step. Watch your step. We gotta go up to the second floor. Yeah.
Itt vagyunk a titokzatos La Palomai kutatóközpontban. Reményeink szerint itt fogunk a legendás tudós Horváth Péter nyomára bukkanni, aki 1980-ban elhagyta Magyarországot, feleségét és 2 gyönyörű gyermekét.
Vámonos. Pare. Vamos a ir al otro piso.
Azért remélem nem ez 3 fél, mire hazamegyek.
Tenemos un poco de luz.
Excuse me there, Sparky.
Give me they live here. The local lives here. A bunch of them around.
We recognize.
Szóval, egy Zsoltikám, lehet, hogy ők a leszármazottaik az itteni tudósoknak. Szétnézünk itt, hát ha találunk valami, ez egy iroda, mégpedig azt a
Szevasz, Szocsi, ezt nézd, hol vagyok. Bejutottunk, Zsolti. Ez professzor Protero irodája. És nézd, mit szereztem, nézd. Ez egy lista kurva sok névvel, látod?
Aha.
Ezt nézd meg. Nézd. Látod ezt a sütőt? Tényleg?
Excuse me, can I fetch you some tea?
Yeah, great, thanks.
Ez ki?
Titkárnőm. Van titkárnőm, Zsolti.
Mit szólsz, nem erősz? Azért ez elég jó, nem? De, szuper, csak ha mondjuk engem kérdezel, akkor én egy ilyen adatbázissal kezdtem volna el. Mert akkor már érted, az elején nyilvánvalóvá vált volna.
Zsolti, nyugodj meg, ne vagy ideges, ne legyél ideges.
Jó, nem vagyok. Jó.
Ilyen közel vagyunk. Meg fogom találni, megígérem. Jó?
Oké.
Ígérem.
Hello.
Ciao.
Miss Halliway, azonnal hívja föl nekem az elnököt. Különben megnyomom a nagy piros gombot.
After World War II,
The Allies that were the United States of America and the United Soviet Socialist Republic had gone their separate ways. They had fought together against a common enemy, but that war was done and a newer, colder one forged. The US and USSR became sworn enemies themselves, each determined to bring the downfall of the other. Both sides had nuclear weapons, so this downfall was not as impossible as it might seem. It was a terrifying likelihood, taken very seriously by everyone involved. Both sides were testing nukes at every available opportunity. Fear of this, as much as anything else, drove the writing of the Outer Space Test Ban Treaty in 1963, forbidding the testing or use of nuclear weapons in space. Among the signatories were the Soviet Union and the United States. Of course, neither side trusted the other. Fearful the Soviets might try to test anyway, perhaps blowing up nukes on the far side of the moon where they couldn't be detected, the US launched a series of satellites called VELA. Nuclear detonations produce a flash of gamma rays, the highest energy form of light. The VELA satellites were designed to detect that high energy pulse. Finally, in 1969, they found their first hit, a flash of gamma rays seen by several of the satellites on July 2nd, 1967. But there was one problem. Whatever caused the gamma ray event didn't look like a nuclear blast. Whatever these bursts were, they were originating randomly in the sky and were happening in deep space. Dun, dun, dun. In 1973, also...
Szia!
Szia!
Mi van?
Hol vagy?
Amerikában vagyok.
De hol?
Itt vagyok, csak elmentem a gyújtómért.
Értem, de mi van? Baj van?
Nem, nincs baj. Innen szuper. Tetszik ez az ország. Megmételjezett a szabadság íze, igen, így mondanám. Tudod, ez nem ilyen családi vonás. Lehet, hogy itt maradok, vagy random fölrobbantok néhány kajakost. Nem döntöttem el. Hát itt maradok egy hétre. Lehet, hogy eltűnök egy-két napra, egy-két évre, lehet, hogy egy életre eltűnök.
Figyelj, 4 napja nem válaszolsz, nem veszed fel a telefont.
Igen, nem vettem fel a telefont. Azért nem vettem fel a telefont, mert nem voltam a telefon mellett. Azért nem vettem fel a telefon, nem voltam mellette.
De Zsolt azt mondta, hogy ott voltál.
Mi van? Te felhívtad a Zsoltot? Te felhívtad a Zsoltit?
Miért? Szerinted mi a fasz kellett volna csinálnod?
Azt kértem, hogy hagyd békén a Zsoltit, ugye? Azt kértem, hogy hagyd békén a Zsoltit. Nincsen semmi baj, jól vagyok.
Egyébként megnyugodhatsz, megjött.
Mi?
Oda megyek hozzád.
Mi? Ne gyere ide, Dóra. Ne gyere ide.
De látom, hogy ki vagy borulva.
Ura, ne gyere ide, jó?
Figyelj, oda megyek. Figyelj, hogyha szakítani akarsz, akkor legalább a szemembe mondd vele. Úgyhogy oda megyek.
Mindenki kibaszottul hagyjon engem békén.
Oda megyek!
Hi, do you need help?
You caught me at a busy time. Sorry, I can't do that.
Meg vagy.
Found him. That's him.
Whoa!
Péter Horváth.
I already told you that we have nobody registered here under that name.
Yeah, and what if he just changed his name? That's him.
Over the wall, Team 81. Wait. All right, we're in luck.
These are the records for the five-a-side football championship for the research center here, 1981. There you go. Physicist, was he?
No, mathematician, as far as I know.
Well then, there's only one possibility. Mark Rappaport, back.
May I?
Absolutely.
Yeah, just for a moment.
Absolutely not.
Can I take a picture?
No. That's it for today. Thank you.
Bye. Good morning. I'm looking for Mike Rappaport.
Did Hornby send you?
Hornby? No, not at all. It's just some personal stuff.
He doesn't answer questions.
Hey, ma'am, please. Just give me a second. Hello?
Young man, if you don't disappear real quick, I am going to call the police.
I'm looking for this person. Hello. I'm Peter Horvat, and I'm looking for Mark Rappaport.
Is this your picture?
Well, it's not mine, but my father is there. Here, it's Mark Rappaport. He's my dad.
I am Mark Rappaport.
Hello.
Come on in. Come on in.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on in. So you think this was me?
Yeah, that's my dad.
But he was a very handsome man.
And so are you.
We should never live to see our faces rot like this.
Oh, Mitchki. Enough spice.
It's very hot.
Good.
It could never be hot enough. How do you turn this thing off?
I'll do it.
Because these guys can bug anything. You haven't heard of the Titokzatos or the remote reaction, do you?
No.
You only heard about the Colorado accident?
Yes.
So, do you want to meet your father, right?
Yes.
Well, hang on. There you go. So you will find it quickly and without raising any suspicion. The numbers on the storage boxes has been removed, but the essence is still there. Cheers.
When did you finish experimenting with remote?
The device was ready for use in the first days of November already. The initial first experiments didn't go as planned, however. The deviation was so big that the explosions often occurred outside the main protective wall. And although the explosions were very small, the radiation often went up as high as 60 roentgens.
How come you didn't consider this a satisfactory cause for reporting?
As I said before, I was scared. We were all afraid of the consequences. We knew that we couldn't keep this a secret forever, so...
You conspired. You made excuses for yourself.
Yes. We conspired, but we just thought that if the public was to become aware of this, it would be calamity.
It should be around this way. Oh, yeah, I think I found it. That's right.
Thanks.
No problem.
The bigger the energy used, the
harder it gets to contain the explosion. Over a microton, deviation half the distance between the explosion site and the target. This is an essential part of this phenomenon.
So this is what you proved?
Hogárt. Hogárt. Hogárt.
Hogarth. Peter E. Hogarth.
Mondom, Hogárt Zsolti.
Minden igaz, Zsolt. Az egész megvan a könyvtárban. Ezek kifejlesztettek egy fegyvert, és a hadsereg is benne volt. Csak a a Horvátot Hogártra cserélte. Még adta, Zsolt? Zsolt, itt vagy?
I sliced the Roma tomatoes very, very thinly, and then I had some fresh basil.
In its fragrance.
Oh, sir, I'm sorry. Are you with the press?
No, actually, I'm Mr. Hogarth's son.
In its great fragrant marshes of the herbs.
Really on a roll.
You?
No, thank you.
Okay, well, yeah, good luck. There's nothing there.
Congratulations
Cheers.
to
Congratulations to everyone.
Yes.
Cheers. Oh.
Now, whose opinion is this in?
Have a bite. You've got
That's my first
taste. That's it. The beauty of that is goes to that you're eating bread. It's nice, eh?
Gravy, it runs. That's not true Italian sauce. It needs to be thick. Okay. And I just sit in front of the television and watch this interesting. It's a wonderful pastime. That's right. There's a quota, and if you get caught with that quota, you can get actually taxed.
Jó az eper?
Yes, I think they're very tasty.
Pedig ritkán jó ilyenkor, mert... Vagyis nem biztos, hogy jó az eper.
Sorry, I gotta go. Come and see us next Saturday.
You and Camille, come and see us.
Excuse me, Professor, would you mind? Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
What are you
That's
doing
perfect.
here?
What do you mean? I'm eating.
No, you
Eating.
can't just be eating here. You know, what are you going to do with that photograph?
Well, some personal reasons.
No, you need to leave right now.
No, please, I still have wine. Yeah, I put it somewhere there. Okay,
No, you need to go.
okay, let me explain it. I'm Mr. Hogarth's relative.
Peter, do you know him?
It's quite amazing. How is that bread, by the way?
No, I don't.
Sir, you have to leave the premises. Sorry. Okay. No problem. I'm not drunk. I'm not crazy. Nem ismersz meg? Én vagyok. Okay, just let me.
Sir.
Hey, don't touch me. Okay. Én vagyok az apa, Péter. Én vagyok az apa. Hey! Én vagyok, nem ismersz meg? Hey, give it back to me. Én vagyok, nem ismersz meg? Én vagyok az Péter. Szólj már rájuk, apu! Csak beszélni akarok veled. Apu! Hogy tetszik?
Ez az apa.
Mi? Micsoda? Mit mondtál?
Tök jó.
És? Haha. Nagyon figyelj. Ismerős a bácsi?
De biztos ez?
Szia, apa. Köszönj szépen.
The conceptual convergence of all the languages of the Earth's culture, however varied they be, is stunning. The telegram, grandmother dead, funeral Wednesday, can be translated into any language you like, from Latin and Hindustani to the dialects of the Apaches, Eskimos, or the tribe of Dobu. We could even do it, no doubt, with the language of the Mysterian era, if we knew it. The reason is that everyone has a mother. Who has a mother? That everyone must die. That the ritualization of the disposing of a corpse is a cultural constant, as is also the principle for the reckoning of time. But a being that is unisexual would be unable to distinguish between a mother and a father, and one that divides like an amoeba would be unable to form the idea even of a unisexual parent. The meanings of grandmother thus would not be conveyed. Beings that do not die, amoebas dividing, do not die, would be unfamiliar with the notion of death or of funerals. They would therefore have to learn about human anatomy, physiology, evolution, history, and customs.
No. There were those who clearly refused to comment.
Go away. It's not my problem.
We tried to contact those involved in the 1982 research there.
Son, what do you know about the La Paloma?
I have nothing to say. Please, no pictures.
When you look at the names and the code names, you can tell right away. The Army and the Pentagon were waist deep in this.
Despite our multiple requests, the Pentagon has not released the relevant data.
We had nothing to do with the accidents in Colorado. There were no weapon tests conducted in a radius of several hundred miles. The events, which must have been just unfortunate accidents, whatever they were, we had nothing to do.
Gun experiments. I wasn't the one to come up with that one.
Jerome was one of the best blowers. It couldn't have been his own fault burning up like that.
Matt was always in a bad mood. Nearly always. It's when we had a rouse. He was livid. He yelled something at me, like, "You stupid slut," or something like that. So I said, "That's it. I am leaving." So I started to walk out. I came this way. And just as I got here, I turned around, and it just exploded.
Here?
Well, more or less, yes. I mean, there was a really funny smell, and there was just like a lot of smoke.
What did the police say?
Well, they didn't say much. They said it was spontaneous combustion.
Spontaneous combustion. Nazar Shaheen worked at the U.S. Army Laboratory for Weapon Research for 16 years. There are not many who know more about the destruction of humans than Mr. Shaheen.
Can you tell me exactly where his hand landed?
So what would you look for so we can get a better understanding for people who don't understand like this?
I think it's safe to say that currently
in the U.S. Army's arsenal, there is no weapon capable of doing damage like this.
Please, don't hurt her. Please. Let's go home, Debbie.
I'm your brother.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Yeah, that's my mother. Erzsi. Elizabeth.
Erzsi?
That's the wedding, and the empty faces are Father of Us. It's cut out by my mom. Yeah? And that's Jolt.
So you're Jolt's brother?
Yeah, Jolt. Yeah, Jolt. Well, actually, Jolt is also your brother.
What? Excuse me?
Yeah, look at this picture. Do you recognize him?
Where'd you find this?
It's from newspaper. It's Hungarian newspaper from 1979. And look at this picture. You see? It's the same person.
So how'd you find him?
I found a documentary about the Colorado accident.
Okay.
And in that film, ba-bam! Who's there? Got it?
No, I don't think it's him.
It's 100%. Get it?
Welcome to America.
Thanks. So, he went to Stockholm when I was 2 years old, and Jolt was 6 months old, and he never came back. He disappeared. My mother went to the embassies just to get some information, but they told her that they're not allowed to share such informations. Yeah, back to 82.
82? You lost me there. What happened in 1982?
If somebody left his or her country, he or her would be punished. Even the family was punished.
Really?
Yeah, you don't know about it? Iron Curtain, Cold War, socialism, USSR.
I didn't know that was... It's just like science fiction.
Yes. Yeah, it's like science fiction.
Oh, look, they've even come out to meet you. Look at you. Hi.
Hi. I'm Camille.
Hello, I'm Horváth Péter.
So nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yes, come sit. Péter, sajnálom.
Jaj, ne viccelj, nem ezért jöttem én ide. Nem ezért vagyok itt. Én egyszerűen csak mindig meg akartam kérdezni. Hát meg akartam.
No, I mean the TV and press and stuff, everything. They make my life so difficult. They're warming up the accidents again. You know, they pop up everywhere. They don't know actually what had happened. The damage.
What actually happened?
Well, they think we just played around with guns. They think we did it for the money.
Why didn't you? Your house is beautiful. Really, it's amazing.
Excuse me a second. I'm just gonna check on lunch.
Oh yeah, of course.
I would like to read this poem to you to commemorate this special occasion. It's by Sergei Yesenin. The title is I'm Back at Home. I'm back at home. My dear land is pensive, spreading all around. The twilight waves its snow-white hand to greet me from beyond the mound. The grizzle of the gloomy day is floating by over my home, and the evening fills me with dismay, like insurmountable torment. Above the church, over the dome, the sunset shade has fallen down. My dear friends, I'm back at home and won't be seeing you around. The years have flown like a whirl, and where are you, my friends, I wonder? All I can hear is the purl of water by the mill house yonder, and often sitting by the hearth to sound of sedge crack or whatever, I pray to steaming Mother Earth for those who are gone, lost forever.
That was wonderful, darling.
I remembered as a more cheerful poem. Oh, yeah. This, oh, yeah. All right, say something.
You got me. Zold, hello, this is Camille. We must Skype or something at some point, but we just wanted to say hello, and we hope that you are well. Just pass it on, Marina, please. Thank you. Have you seen Isabel?
I don't get to hear from you.
No, ma'am. Darling, where is Isabel?
Én vagyok, szerintem engem ismersz.
Isabel's our daughter.
Oh yeah.
She's a teenager. We never see her anymore.
I'll turn this off then.
No, just...
What do you want me to say?
Well, the whole story.
I don't know Jolt at all. I have no idea whether you'll understand, whether he can see.
Then just tell him, why didn't you come back?
I just wanted to work. Do what I do best.
Yeah, you mean a weapon of mass destruction?
Oh, stop it! I didn't agree to this. I have to admit, from a certain point of view, one could say that I had something to do with the death of those people, yes. But the research, the original research, wasn't about this at all. It was about something far more important. But it's top secret. It wasn't about weapons.
Okay, then what was it about?
Space. 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 Finally spoke to us.
Yeah, and a few people died in the process.
Don't you see? There was a pattern in the interval of the gamma ray bursts. It was obvious. A message. A letter. I was convinced we had been contacted by an alien, an extraterrestrial civilization. Much more energies released, enormous, but actually happens. This was enormous. I was convinced that we had been contacted by an alien. It was obvious that we wasn't about in contact with an information transmitter to the same results from both teams. But I could feel it. Energies released. But it's top secret. The biochemists, the biophysicists, they work 10 hours a day. There's energy released along with this, the matter, thus free space.
13.302. nap, 8788-as számú bejegyzés. A rádió zaj a legfurcsább. Vagy 100 millió kommunikációra alkalmas műhold kering a bolygó körül, de semmi egyebet nem sugároznak, mint kaotikus fehér zajt. Értelmezhető jelnek semmi nyoma. És ami még rosszabb, a legénység kezd szemben álló táborokra szakadni. Már nem emlékszem ki, és milyen alkalomból használta először, de elhangzott az erődemonstráció kifejezés.
As soon as the inhabitants realize there is no living organism in the landing unit, they will do everything in their power to lure us to the planet.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Failure. Please try again. Failure. Analyzation is on.
Analysis of the explosion, please.
All I have is radiation spectroscopy.
Spectroscopy is not a good indicator of the core of the reactor exploded 4 seconds after touchdown.
Montgomery?
The stern of the ship was subjected to neutron radiation, and although the reactor had already been shut down, it acted as a catalyzer in an exponential plutonium reaction.
Anything else?
The hull of the stern was penetrated by a cold anomalon, cumulative warhead.
Ballistics attack would have destroyed the whole ship.
I might be wrong, but it seems that they wanted to destroy the engine. Not the crew.
Anyone with a different opinion.
We could always go back.
Wouldn't going back be a failure?
Captain, if you turn back, I will do everything in my power to stop you. You're gonna have to kill me to get rid of me.
Captain, the United Galaxies are waiting for you to decide.
Well, let's not waste any more time then. Mei-Lang, turn on this laser, please.
No warning, Captain?
Time.
48 seconds twice, plus targeting. Ready to cut in 2 minutes, Captain.
We'll let it cut then.
13.304. nap, 8790-es számú bejegyzés. 279 nap után még mindig semmi válasz. Hiába küldtük a felderítő rakétát, már a landolás előtt felrobbant. A legénység körében eddig uralkodó általános depresszió helyét átvette az agresszió. Vic kapitány nem vár tovább. A válaszcsapás elkerülhetetlen, noha a szándékos robbantásra nincs bizonyítékunk. De arra sincs, hogy véletlen baleset lett volna. Ezen az egy kézzel fogható eseményen kívül semmilyen értelmezhető választ nem kaptunk idestova 300 napja.
Have you seen his workshop?
His what?
Come on.
What's this?
His workshop. Our father's.
What? Is he doing craft?
No. This is his thinking spot in good weather. And he crochets. He made all those blankets and wines. Wow. He says he can think better this way. And it relaxes him.
Why does he always do the same pattern?
That's it exactly. Now, I asked him the same question once, and he said it's because he wanted to understand God.
Pardon me? To understand God?
Yeah, I don't even know. Whenever he gets that into his head, he goes out and crochets and listens to country music while doing it. Because he believes in God. No, I'm not kidding. About the music? Yeah, I've seen it more than once. Watch.
it's kind of
I understand. Just tell me one thing. What is this thing that is more important
Anyway, listen,
than
I
us?
don't know if you can hear me, but it's great to speak at last. I'm so happy to see you. I'm really so glad.
Did you hear me what I said?
Incredibly. I don't know if you can hear me.
It's a bit slow. Did you hear what I said?
It's a shame. You have to. You never sent a picture. I've talked a lot with Peter. It's okay that we talk English.
Yeah, he speaks English.
Yeah. I speak English.
Incredibly. I don't know if you can hear me, but you got the packages. You did get the packages I sent, didn't you?
No, we didn't got no packages. Akkor gyere be és mondd meg, nem kaptunk semmit. Hát kaptunk
Erzsi, are you there? Erzsi!
Kérdezd már meg anyát!
Kapcsold ki!
Nem kapcsolom ki!
Te kapcsold
Nem.
ki!
No, we didn't get the packages.
Ne kiabálj, nem mondod
Tudom, they probably got lost in the post. It doesn't matter.
Yes, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, of course it matters.
I think, well...
Have you sent us packages?
I did send packages, yes. I think Erzsi cut us off.
Jesus, we never get packages.
I sent packages. I sent them...
What did you send?
Well, that's a long time ago now. Clothing. Yeah, there was shirts and pants, you know. American clothing. Buckskin jackets with fringes, ball caps.
Oh, ball caps? What?
Yeah.
Have you sent us baseball hats? What
Toys?
Yankees? New York Yankees?
New York Yankees, the Brooklyn Dodgers.
I could kill for a New York Yankees hat.
Comic books, toys.
No, joking.
Candy.
Have you sent us American comic books? What kind?
Spider-Man, Superman, all the heroes. Batman, Captain America.
Jeez, real American Captain America. I could be the king in the class.
What, with comic books?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I don't know what could have happened to them. I never heard back whether anybody received
Jó van,
anything.
elég lesz estére szerintem most.
So, how do you like the GTO?
What a question, man. It's a bloody good car.
Yeah. Do you agree with that?
Agree on what?
Oh, are you taking it?
No, of course I'm not taking it. He just lent me for the weekend.
Yeah, but don't you think you deserve it?
What are you talking about?
I just thought, you know, like maybe you'd like some sort of compensation.
Compensation?
Yeah, like some sort of support. He's your father too, and he's a rich guy.
Do you think that's the reason why I'm here?
Take it easy, man. I was just asking.
Oh, there they are. Oh, you can see them really well. Yeah, you can see them really well. Here, take over. Would you like to go out in the boat?
No.
Come on, I'd like to go for a ride. I'll record you driving.
Oh, no.
No, it'll make you real happy. Yeah, that's it. Great.
Menj már egy kicsit lassabban. Nincs rajta sár, megfázik a nyaka.
Jézusom, anya, hát 28 fok van.
De a húzatnak az teljesen mindegy. Borogathatom egész éjjel.
Anya,
nem adok kérni semmit a
mindenbe beleszól.
az teljes
Mindenbe beleszólsz
ez nem jó.
állandóan. Kurva jó, most beleültem még egy motorcsónkba, az is rögtön elbaszódott.
Most akkor mi legyen?
Hát most már mindegy, bazzeg, hát már elbaszódott.
Nem szoktál így beszélni.
Nem szoktam minden.
De nem szeretem, hogy így beszélsz. Van szendvics. De meg Zsolt előtt tedd fel a kapucni.
Anya! Legalább szalám is.
Májkrémeset mondtál, azt mondtad, hogy májasat csinálja. Ugye, hogy azt mondta, hogy májasat csinálja?
Nem tudom, anya, igen.
Anya,
miattad mentem le májasért?
anya, tök mindegy, csak kérdeztem. Nem lehet kérdezni semmit. Tök jó a máj.
Egyed.
Tök jó.
Jó.
Eszem.
Hol van, na?
Már.
Finom.
Na ugye, te kérted.
Mire gondolsz?
Hát érted, ez az egész üzenet dolog, szerinted ilyen van? Itt már innen a falkadat. Érted, meg a csomagok körüli hiszti. Anya azt mondta, 2 között, aztán semmi.
Jó, hát mondjuk azt sejtettem.
Tudod, mi volt a csomagokban?
Na mi?
Alsógatat.
Nem mondod.
Meghallott az úr hangját, és sikerült küldeni el 2 ilyen Disney mintás alsógatát a fiainak.
Jó, hát vannak ilyen hülye dolgai, de figyelj, nézd a jó oldalát. Legalább nem az a tömeggyilkos, akinek eleinte hittük.
Na, várjuk ki a végét.
Mi van? Zsolti, megnézted a felvételt, amit küldtem? Megnézted azt az anyagot? Tök ártatlan. Ez az ember tök ártatlan.
Tudod, melyik ember tök ártatlan? Én! És mégis én kapok az egészért.
Hát ezt nem hiszem el.
Jó, eddig minden megúszodban szerintem egy kicsit legalább egyenlített a számlán.
Hülye vagy? Hallott egyáltalán, hogy miket beszélsz?
Figyelj neked, Gönyüber, te beszoptad ezt az egészet, mert lakhattad a házában, meg vezetheted a kocsiát, meg ehettél a kibaszott grékomászaiból, meg húszkálhattál! Bazd meg!
Tudod mit, Zsoltikám?
Baszódjál meg!
Tudod mit, én már igen megbaszottam!
When the world seems cold and your friends seem few, there is someone who cares for you. When you've tears in your eyes, your heart bleeds inside, there is someone who cares for you.
Sorry. Okay, I don't want to disturb you.
No, come on in.
No, don't stop on my account.
No, I can't do this and something else at the same time. The pattern is so intricate. Come on in.
There is someone who cares for you.
Sit down.
I was thinking, and I think we are alike in this. I would have done the same.
Thank you. I don't want to make excuses or use big words. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. But for a long time, would you believe it if I told you, I missed all of you very much. It's great that you came to find me.
Yeah, I'm also glad. I'm glad that I got to know you. And I'm glad that you're not the person I thought you were.
Take it. Hey, tell you what, give it to Jolt. From his father. Give it to him. Maybe he, who knows? He'll appreciate it.
Thanks, Oppa. Yeah, good night.
Documents from highly reliable sources in the inner circles of the acclaimed scientist Peter E. Hogarth, in which he actually admits his own responsibility in the events. This material might bring closure to long, fruitless investigations and to the speculations surrounding the subject.
I have to admit, from a certain point of view, one could say that I had something to do with the death of those people, yes.
According to recently disclosed information, we have good reason to believe that the 1982 Colorado accidents were in fact relating to weapon experiments at a local Pentagon research facility. The Pentagon has set up a commission of inquiry to investigate the liability of several high-ranking military personnel as well as scientists. The moral responsibility of the scientists and military personnel in the 1982 La Paloma weapon experiments is being examined.
What you can see behind me is the site of the first accident. The two cheerful canoers were only commemorated by this small memorial.
The old friends now relive that terrible day.
Knowing as we do now what has happened here, how does it feel to be back here again?
It's sad. What they did there in La Paloma, that was terrible, inexcusable.
The details of the secret weapons experiments have now been revealed, but will this give any closure to the victims' relatives?
Ott vagy? Soha többé nem fogok érted menni az uszodába! Te meg mondd meg neki, hogy én nem az apának akartam rosszat, hallod? Nem az apának akartam, én azt akartam... És apa se fog szóba állni veled, soha több! Nem az apának akartam rosszat, hallod? Én csak azt akartam, hogy tudják, hogy semmi nem úgy van, ahogy eddig elképzelték. Hallod? Nem az apának akartam rosszat! Soha többé! Nagyon elcseszted, öcsi! De amikor veled beszélek!
Are you Mrs. Hogarth?
Good morning, ma'am. We're with the FBI.
Mr. Hogarth?
Yes?
Would you come with us, please?
Yes, I have to go.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
Hogarth, calm down. Please. Calm down, Mrs. Hogarth.
What? I'm gonna call the lawyer. I don't know what to do. It'll be fine, darling. Please.
13.316. nap, 8814-es számú bejegyzés. Üzenet a galaktikus tanácsnak. Én nem ezért jöttem. Végre megvolt. Végre megtaláltuk azokat, akiket mindig is kerestünk. Én ebben nem akarok részt venni. Én azért jöttem, hogy kapcsolatba lépjünk egy idegen civilizációval. Miért kellene azonnal agresszióval reagálni és elpusztítani ezt a világot, mielőtt megismernénk? Csak azért, mert a reakcióik a mi gondolkodási kategóriáinkba nem illesztetők bele. Valaki csináljon valamit, mert ez népírtás. Puszta feltételezések alapján. Erre nincs mentség.
The primary quality of a good leader personality is resolute and quick decision making. Cultivate a good leader, Járó Jr.
Fire!
No apology, no lenity. I knew that this would begin the end. No one can escape. No one runs away. Destiny awaits all men. No apology, no lenity, and if my heart was to burn down, come, oh come what may, I would not complain, just as long as you are mine.
I absolutely felt clearly that there is a sender, and I still think that. And I also know that the right solution would have been a response. An answer addressed to the sender. Of course, I can't prove that, but I can feel it. I know it's right.
What if there is a pattern in these signals? That means space is no longer silent. Elias, is no longer silent. Them were tapes recording.
Beams often modified with the message will
science fiction,
create
you know?
very specific bonds.
Disappears from one place, reforms in another.
The star message, for example, solidifies matter.
Destroy life.
To put it simply, it probably contributes to the creation of life.
And if the star message describes a living organism, then it should be possible to reconstruct it. And that's what we did, tried to reconstruct it.
Easterland and the Pentagon crew insisted on life tests. Although Hogarth and I demonstrated to them very clearly that this is not going to work.
Linguists, structuralists.
Masters of the liberal arts.
June 20, as you know, we submitted our results the following day.
Did you continue with the research afterwards?
IT.
That was not possible because the army took over.
To destroy.
Because the army took over.
We waited and listened to the sound of explosions.
So from the 22nd, only you worked.
That's correct, sir.
Destroy life.
I'm not sure I heard you, Colonel.
Explosion.
After the 22nd, only you worked.
No more,
yes,
no less.
That's correct, sir.
According to a recording publicized in the internet, which bears all signs of absolute credibility, you had confessed to the culpability of the Pentagon at a 1983 Senate hearing.
I repeat, we are not responsible.
If we take an atom from here, at the very same moment, another explodes in a different place. Now, if we can willfully select the location of that explosion to any location on Earth, then we can literally destroy life to the extent that we choose. Every individual receives the energy required to destroy him or her, no more, no less.
We call upon the President of the United States to give the scientific community access to the star letter, because if this letter is genuine, then this is the greatest discovery since Johannes Kepler discovered that the Earth goes around the sun and not the other way around. And that was a very long time ago. Free star letter.
No,
Free
we
star
have to
letter.
keep it.
Hello.
Dang it.
I am Mrs. Vic.
Hi, I'm Peter. Peter.
Olyan hülye vagy.
Jó, hogy itt vagy.
The tape containing the alleged message
Hiányozni fogsz, apa.
is in view of prior events and risk of hostile use. And I think it's safe to say that by keeping it under surveillance, we not only defend planet Earth, but the universe itself.
The tape that recorded the gamma ray burst, the sole carrier of the message dubbed The Voice of God by Peter E. Hogarth, has been classified forever. He's the scientist who was recently acquitted of all charges related to the Colorado accidents.
Due to military action following the discovery, we can presume that it forestalled further accidents. Now, in light of all, we conclude that neither the aforementioned scientists nor their colleagues, Donald Prothero, Yvonne Beloin, Professor Learning, have been held culpable for the Colorado events.
a chance that we will find planets where there are beings like us or unlike us, but perhaps alike in their deep curiosity about where they are, where they came from, and who shares the universe with them. Many of us think so, because even in our own galaxy, with its billions of stars, there should be millions of planets on which life could have evolved. For we are like the child in the crib, its eyes open, resolving its first mystery. Oh, there it is, the great adventure of the universe, which it took man more than 6,000 years simply to define. And at last we are ready to go there, ready for the next great leap in learning that the human race makes to meet the challenges of the moment.